What's up, everybody? It is Roche Ball, and it is Halloween, and I'm back with another video on Halloween Day. If you saw that first video, hopefully it uploaded successfully on my channel about me wearing inappropriate costumes that will offend people and all of that, certain uniforms. Go check that out so you can see what that video is about. This video is going to be particularly about me just venting a little bit about a certain question I'm always asked by some guys, whether I'm on a dating website, whether I meet somebody in person, which is a rarity, and whatever. I always get asked the question, amongst other questions, while they're trying to get to know you, basic information. I always get asked, so what? So tell me, why are you single? If I had the perfect answer, I would tell you, but instead I get frustrated like, I don't know. Nobody wants me. Nobody. See, here's the thing, and this is what I discovered just now. It's not that nobody just wants me. I know what I want. I let people know what I want from the gate. And either they get intimidated, they don't want it, they already had it, whatever, they're just looking for something casual. And it's a damn shame, and I have to express it this way. It's a damn shame, a damn effing shame, that you're in your late 40s and you're still trying to want something casual. Maybe you already been married a couple times in your younger years and you don't want to go that route again. So let me just, pretend like I'm young, I'm in high school again, and just go fuck around. I don't know. I know what I want. I'm not going to change how I feel and my goals and my morals, my values, my desires for nobody. I was in a relationship for almost 3 years and waited around thinking and hoping that the guy that I was with would change his mind about wanting to get married and wanting to become a father. That didn't happen. So I was out like a light because I'm not doing that. And plus, his grandmother probably didn't want him having any black babies anyway. Whatever. Next. So, when I'm asked the question, why are you single? Instead of me getting frustrated, maybe I need to just say, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if men feels like, because some people think it's a red flag when a man is 40 years old with no children. They may think a woman like me, 37 years old with no children, could be a red flag. Like, what's going on? What's so red about it? I don't have any kids. What's so red about him not having any kids? Something has to be wrong with somebody because they have not reached that point in their life yet to meet a nice woman or a nice man that they can make a family with, that's going to stay, and they can be committed to each other for as long as whatever shall live. Something has to be wrong with somebody. Society and people who talking that don't know nothing need to just shut up, keep their comments to themselves, fold it up in 4 pieces, and put it in their back pocket and sit on it. I honestly feel, because I'm starting to get out there and get to know people now, I'm not as cocoony as I was in the past. Okay? Wow, I said coon. As I talk to people, whether it's a deep conversation, whether it's the first and last conversation, people don't want, like, let's just say which I do, want to be a wife and a mother of 2 or 3 kids, whatever. A lot of people don't want it. And I've talked to men before who say, I don't want to go that route because my homeboy went that route and he's dealing with a crazy ass baby mama. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, but that's his situation. That don't have to be your situation. Yeah, you saw your dad beat up your mom. Yeah, you saw your dad leave your mom with the 3 of yous. But it doesn't mean that has to be your situation. A lot of times you can look at people's situation and be like, you know what, and do the opposite. And by opposite, I don't mean if you see a good man taking care of his kids and the mother of those kids, do the opposite and treat them like trash. I'm not saying like that. Do the opposite that's going to show that I don't want to be like my dad was, beating up on my mama and my sisters and all that. So I'm going to take care of my kids. I'm going to be real protective because I feel like one thing men and women fail to realize is how you treat a man and how you treat a woman. You're going to have to console your son and your daughters when men and women out there treat your kids like that. That seemed to be what people forget. I've dated a man with daughters before, or a daughter before, and a son. Regardless if you're a daughter or a son, you're going to have to console, Hold your children, comfort them, and let them know it's going to be all right when they get their hearts broken or they get stumped on by a man or a woman out there. And you can't say nothing about being mad about how they treated your daughter. I mean, you can be mad. I don't want to tell you how to parent. But at the same time is, remember how you treated a man? Remember how you treated a woman? So you're getting it back, kind of. And the shoe's on the other foot. And it may hurt deeper because that's your child. But think about what you're doing to somebody else's child when you cheating on that man or you cheating on that woman. We don't think about that. That one day somebody's going to break my daughter's heart. One day somebody's going to break my son's heart. And I have to be there for them to let them know, you know, this why they call them crushes or whatever, because they hurt. I got that from 16 Candles. And all I can do is pray for you. And then maybe next time when you're making your choices, be a little bit more careful and wait. Okay, kind of peep out a person. Check out the flags. If you see a flag there, even if it's white, it's a flag. Get out. Before it turns pink and then red and then burgundy. I don't know. Some people stay until their death. Because they're so blind and they ignore red flags. I used to do that. Because in the back of my mind, he gonna change. You know? I was in the most dangerous situation. And I really believed if I'd have gone over that guy's house that morning after getting off of work, working all night, if I would have gone over that guy's house, I already know I would have been dead. He would have killed me. I already know it. Or had me killed. Or had help killing me or something. I already know it. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that. I may save that for a different story time. But I'm not going to speak too much on it because the man that I was involved with that scared the shit out of me with things that he did is now deceased. So I don't want to speak too much about that situation. But I brought that up to say that I definitely ignored a lot of red flags. Because in the back of my mind, I know you would change. So why don't you pick me? I'm not exactly running for the hills. I know what you do. I know what you're involved in. I ain't no snitch. So let me go ahead and why don't you just be with me? But I was only around just in case of what he really wanted didn't work out. And I stayed. Had I gone over that person's house one more time to go help him clean his mom's house because she broke her ankle, I would have had to go over his house first, then his mom's house. Who knew? Who knows what would have happened had I gone over there? Had I was super parched just to be with somebody. So, from that moment on, I'm not ignoring no more red flags. I don't care. And I used to tell myself, I don't want to date a man with kids because there was a story that I saw on the Montel Williams show years back. This girl who got killed by a man's baby mama. Her mom and her sister was on the Montel Williams show telling the story. I don't know if anybody remember this, how they said she never dated men with kids because she didn't want to go that route. So I guess she was dating this guy. She was into him. I'm sure the mom probably approved at some point. So she went over to the guy's house. Long story short, baby mama busted in and stabbed the girl to death. Turned out he had 3 or 4 kids with this woman and never told the girl. Now she's dead. That happens too, and I'm afraid of that. Not only am I afraid to date a man with kids because of that situation. What if I'm dealing with a really crazy baby mama who can't accept the fact that her baby daddy is with me now? You have to deal with disrespectful kids. You ain't my mama. And then I also, but luckily, and I say luckily because I made it out situations alive. Luckily, all he did was just go back to his baby mama. Left me high and dry and went back to his baby mama. After I got cussed out a couple times by the baby mama. I've gotten threatened before. Baby mama saying it would be in your best interest not to respond to this text message. And that traumatized me from wanting to date a man with kids. But I did anyway. Met the 2 kids. And the man still still went back to his first wife or whoever. And this person that he went back to ain't the mother of those kids. Whatever. You know? My last relationship, which is the guy that had the 2 kids that went back to the woman that wasn't the kid's mother, something like that. I don't know, maybe it's too much. The last relationship I've been in, and it was right before the pandemic started, right around the time Kobe Bryant and his daughter and those other people in the helicopter, okay, let's not forget about them. When they died, around that death, like a couple days after that, on that Tuesday, because I believe that happened on a Saturday or Sunday when the helicopter thing happened. I believe that Tuesday was the last time I saw him. That Wednesday, oh, all of a sudden, she pregnant, and he's going to have to go. No, it's a lie, because, yes, I Facebook stalked the heck out of his page and hers, and she's not pregnant. He needed to make up a lie to get rid of me so he can have something to say. I know it makes me but crazy that I stalked his page and hers, because at the time, I just wasn't settling with, just move on. He's with her now, just move on. No, I want to know why. I'm the type of person that I don't want to get closure from, he ghosts you. No. To me, no. I mean, but I know better than to snoop so hard I end up getting killed. Because curiosity do kill the cat. And I don't want to be that noticeably stalkery. But I just want to know why. I can't settle for, I guess I have to be the one alone again to move on with all these feelings. So let me just move on and watch him be happily ever after with that thing who broke us up pretty much. And he was at fault as well. I don't just look at the woman. I looked at him like, but you was just over my house yesterday. And all of a sudden she's pregnant. 5 months. He's in 5 months. So eventually I did get over that situation, because more important things was happening in the world. That kind of made me forget. I started getting scared because I'm thinking, are we going to catch this virus and die? And the simple fact that when the quarantine happened, I don't know why I was happy, because I was kind of getting fed up with the job that I had at the time. But whatever. But I just still feel like, and there are times when I would think about it and be like, especially when I see somebody that would have been my husband, would have been the father of my kids, happy with somebody else. I had somebody break up with me before because I called him Poppy, started an argument and said, I think we should take a break. Never posted me once on his stories or never shared me or anything on Facebook. But when he got this, his excuse for that was, I don't want my family in my business. But the new girlfriend that you got with immediately after me, or at least you started showing her off immediately after me, now that, you don't have to live in guilt by being with somebody else, you posting her all on your page. Then he has the nerve enough to call me and say, is there any places that I can take my mom and my girlfriend around Long Beach? And I said, you know what? You just trying to let me know that you were somebody new. And he said, no. I said, you know what? Google it. As in Google the places you need to stay. And I hung up, blocked this number, the end. I'm very ruthless. And I know me. And I'm known to cut people with words sometimes. But if I don't like a person, or if something ain't sitting right with me, I don't know how to put on the charm and pretend like everything is okay. You'll see it in my face when I'm not with something. When you'll see it in my face first, because I don't like the whole how people operate. If you don't want to be with me, where am I gonna finally get a grown ass person to say, I need to sit you down for a moment? I know we was dating and you was kind of into me, I was into you too, or whatever, but the reason why I haven't been calling you lately is because the woman that I'm still in love with came back into my life, and I wanted to see if something was really there. So had these people had this kind of conversation with me, it would have still hurt, but I would have moved on easily and faster, knowing that at least you had the conversation with me. You see what I'm saying? At least you talked to me. Other than, but I've been dealing with, let me just block her number. I had a person not talk to me for a long time, and then when I text them, hi, how are you? He texts me back, I thought you've gotten it by now. You're weird. I'm back with my baby mama. That's the way it goes. Stop calling me. Then I get a call from a private number. Listen to the voicemail. Stop fucking texting my man, bitch. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Maybe this is the answer why I'm single. Because I'm not putting up with bullshit no more. Or horse shit. Or any type of shit. I ain't putting up with my shit. I'm just saying because I'm a 37-year-old grown woman. I have a full-time job. Me and my sister, we got our place together. I may not have a car. I may not know how to drive. But I'm not knocking down people's doors, asking them for rides. I don't ask them nobody for anything. I make my way around. And I'm not so prideful to where I'm like, you know what? It's starting to rain. Can I get a ride? I need to work on that pride part, though. I do. But, I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Then I had to say, you know what? I know this may sound stupid, but I am training myself to start to move on with life, knowing that it just may not happen for me. I may not become a wife. I may not become a mom. Even if I do become a wife, I just have to accept the fact that I may not become a mom because maybe that person don't want to have kids, or maybe that person can't have kids, but that person loved me enough to stay with me and be with me. That would be good enough for me because Kiwi is enough. Okay? I already told my sister when she gets fixed, she's going to be something else. She's still going to be a meowy, needy, oh, now that you up in the middle of the night using the bathroom, can you feed me? Because that's how she meows. And she meows until you pick her up, rub her. Like I said, I don't want to go into detail about my daughter, but she is kid enough. Hopefully he likes cats. Because whoever he is, hopefully he likes cats and he's not allergic to them. Because me and Kiwi are a package deal. If you don't want cats, you don't want me. Just like a mother with actual human children would say, sometimes there's men out there and there's women out there who only want to deal with the man and the woman, not the kids. Because it's like, look, if I date a man with kids, I'm not trying to be your kid's mother. Whatever you and the mom of those kids talk about, that had nothing to do with me. I wasn't there when y'all was conceiving. I didn't jump in the middle and start humping with y'all. So, of course, I'll give them that respect. What do you talk about to her with y'all kids just as long as it's over, you know? Just as long as it's over. I understand that y'all still have to talk to each other, have a relationship to co-parent because of these kids. And if we live together, married, I understand that your kids will have to come spend the night over our house because they want to go with daddy. And then they will have to go back to their moms because, school started. So the question to that, why am I single? It's going to pain me to say this, but ultimately, I don't think I'm ready. I can say I'm a 37-year-old, I got a full-time job. I may not be ready, but sometimes I still wonder in the back of my mind, how long do I have to wait? What do I have to not do? And what do I have to do? What do I have to stay? And is God waiting for me to be super stupid rich? For me to be married? Do I have to have 50,672.3 degrees in college before I meet a husband? Or do I have to become a CEO of a boo-boo company or whatever? What do I have to do? Do I have to learn how to cook? Which I need to get in the kitchen more because I do cook, but I do know how to cook, but the certain meals that I make, I need to kind of expand my menu because if I get with a southern man and if I don't know how to cook, we get a divorce. I already know. He's going to want me to sign the papers. I'm just kidding. But once I get married, though, I don't want to get a divorce. Once you smell my shit and I smell yours, once you smell my breath and I smell yours, we together forever. Deal with it. If you want a different person, I have multiple personalities. Well, not like in a bad way, but like I have different voices I can do. If you would like to see a woman with red hair, if you have a fantasy to fulfill, you'll get it all in one person, me. I give you everything. All of me in one person. I'm not a Gemini for no reason. I'm not saying you have to be a Gemini to give your man what he wants. If he has a fantasy that he needs to fulfill, then be that. If you want me to be somebody ghetto, I can do that too. I can be all that in one, and then still give you what you met. Me. But just let me know what you want. I got a red wig. I got a all curly wig. I need to get a bald-headed wig. I need to get some more braids. If you have a fantasy fulfilled, if you wanna like, whatever it is. And I know this sounds thirsty because I feel like I'm pitching myself, but I'm just saying I will be all that for that one man if he would just stay. That's it. All right, y'all. I'm about to go use the bathroom because I had to pee ever since I was born.